I'm a certified correctional officer for the state of Florida. I worked for CCA twice. They're looking to do the things the cheapest way they can, but make money. If an inmate was hurt, you almost had to be dying to be able to get to the medical because they didn't believe you. You had to do an act of Congress. We had to call the supervisor, we had to call the on-duty shift supervisor, then we had to okay it through the warden, and then we had to okay it through Tennessee. And this is crazy because that's not what policy states.
The surveillance video from a prison in Idaho shows one inmate attacking another. The beating continuing, even with a break, before guards intervene. The Idaho Correctional Center is privately run, operated by Corrections Corporation of America. Lawsuits from inmates say the company pits prisoners against each other, covering up assaults, creating what is dubbed a Gladiator School.
I had one inmate that was type 2 diabetic, I believe, so he knew what he needed to eat. His doctor on the outside knew what he needed to eat, but CCA felt that they knew it better, and they would keep giving him something starches that he couldn't eat. And it was either you eat it or too bad, so sad. So it's either the CCA way or it's no way.
Corrections Corporation of America. The company runs 65 facilities, making it the largest operator of private prisons in the country.
We used to have gas masks for the officers in each housing unit, so if they had to gas one of the units, they took them all out. Again, they're looking to do the things the cheapest way they can, but make money for their higher echelons. If we were overbooked, CCA didn't care. They were looking for the money. The people that were making the profit, the stockbrokers, were making big money to where me as a correctional officer was making $10. We had a situation where one of the unit management team had promised videos because they gave the guys videos if they were good. One of the federal inmates that we had worked with for quite a long time, they wouldn't let him watch the videos, and he got upset and he trashed his pod. And I asked the supervisor to go over with me to another pod because they were ready to do the same thing. We walked in, we were joking around, there were maybe 15 inmates out where you could see them. We talked to the inmates, and I agreed that the inmates were not being treated fairly. 2 weeks later I was terminated. I was told I incited a riot. It wasn't a riot at all. They wanted to let me go, they were building a case against me. All I said was, this inmate is a rec inmate, so he should be eligible to go watch the videos. Now I can't get a job because when they do backgrounds, they go to CCA, they're sure to point out it in my file. So I haven't had a job in 2 years. I lost everything. They're making money. That's why they walk into a facility and they build this new area for your ICE inmates or your federal inmates or whoever they're taking. So once you go with CCA, you're almost buried with them because they're going to put you in the hole. But they're not going to give it to their staff or anything else. They're going to give it to their investors.